Hello, I'm Louisa Inman and I'd like to welcome you to this on-demand webinar all about CardExchange Visitor Management Solutions. I'll be guiding you through how CardExchange Visitor allows you to identify, authorise, manage and track your visitors, all designed to create a first great impression. Do you suffer from some of these common problems we often hear about? Unmanageable queues at peak times leading to reception congestion, large groups of visitors when you're holding events or open days, the hassle of having to constantly rekey in information about regular visitors such as contractors, cleaners or catering staff. What happens in the event of a fire? How accurate is your roll call? And more importantly, can you access that roll call once you have exited the building? How easy is it to make sure your visitors are complying with your health and safety policies? And what about unwanted visitors or keeping undesirables out? How do you allocate visitor parking? Is it a bit of a lottery for your visitors? Could you manage this in a better way? How about multiple sites, such as a large campus with many entrances, exits and reception areas? Using a visitor management solution is a simple but effective way to polish up on your visitor experience. You can offer self-service registration where the visitor enters their details at a touchscreen kiosk. Here they can read and sign that they've read any health and safety information or have to sign any other documentation, or that they are properly equipped with personal protection equipment. This would mainly apply to your contractors, and then they're able to print their badge. For big events, you can pre-register visitors so they can walk up to a kiosk and simply swipe a barcode that you have issued ahead of arrival, and when they leave, they can just tap out again at the same kiosk. For things like training sessions, you can batch check in or out visitors, greatly reducing the need for your reception team to key in lots of time-consuming information over and over again. For returning visitors, their details can be stored and pulled up instantly on arrival with all their necessary approvals in place. Visitor vehicles can be pre-registered and spaces allocated, so from the moment of arrival they are enjoying a welcoming experience. This information would ideally be sent in a pre-registered email along with a barcode that they would enable them to use the self-registration kiosk. The solution also allows you to book resources and equipment against particular visitors or events. For multi-tenanted buildings, you can also set up each company or a department within a company or multiple lobbies. You can book meeting rooms and resources as well. Of course, all this will lead to your staff feeling more secure. And why does all this matter? Well, first impressions are very important. Using CardExchange Visitor will ensure your visitors feel welcomed, and a warm welcome with a slick process speaks volumes about your business and professionalism. We can all recall when we've been made to feel special and how that affects us. Additionally, it's an easy way to ensure you're complying with your company policies around health and safety and non-disclosure. Are you in control of who you're allowing into your business? It probably goes without saying that by using some form of visitor management, you will be overcoming many security concerns. You know who's where, when and for how long. Roll call reports needed for evacuation are really easy to pull up and can be generated from a mobile device once you have evacuated. The solution allows you to create a watch list of visitors that you may prefer not to have in your premises. These could be ex-employees or known troublemakers. You can retain records of who visited you really easily. You can even set an expiry date on a visitor's badge, so controlling the length of time visitors can stay. This will help with insurance and, for some industries, compliance requirements. And of course, the main thing is that staff will feel more secure and protected. A seamless solution. It's an overused phrase by technology companies, but in this case it's the right description. CardExchange comes in three elements. CardExchange Gateway. This is in effect the engine where you manage CardExchange Visitor, and if you are using CardExchange Producer, card production software, you also manage that from the same gateway. Of course, you can use Producer with CardExchange Visitor to design and print all of your visitor badges. So under one portal, you can have access to two solutions, both with the same Microsoft look and feel. This is designed to make the software as easy to use as possible. I'd like to share with you this short video that shows just how easy and intuitive CardExchange Visitor Management is.
Hello and welcome to our overview on CardExchange Visitor. Here we have the main CardExchange Visitor window. This is the default window that shows when you load CardExchange Visitor. In the bottom left, you can see we have three main views: Visitors, Events and Assist. At the top we have our ribbon interface. On the left of the screen we have our list of visitors, status to show whether they're checked in or checked out. Underneath that we have our card preview, and in the middle of the screen we have our main visitor details section showing the photo and all the fields. On the right we have a actions pane, and at the bottom we have buttons to show expired badges and to generate an evacuation report. Next we have our events view. Again, at the top we have our ribbon interface where we can create new events and see the events of the current day. On the left we have a list of all of our events, and on the right hand side we have all the details for the selected event, including the invitees. We then have the assist view. We have the ribbon interface at the top. On the left hand side of the screen we have a list of all the news items, and then on the right of the screen we have the actual content of the selected news item. We're now going to take a quick look at the ribbon on the visitors view. We have options to create new visitors and to create new events. We can change the filter to show all visitors, just checked in visitors, or just visitors for pre-registered events. And we have actions to check in, check out, add to blacklist, or to print the badge. Under the data tab we have some search options so we can easily find people from the list of names. And we can click on Edit Visitor to modify the details or photo for the selected record. When you're editing the data for the selected record, you can just type in the boxes, capture the photo, then click on Save, or you can click on Scan Document to capture the data from an ID scanner. Under the Photos tab, we have options to take photo, to import photo. We can also edit the photo, crop to face, copy and paste, and a few other basic options. Under the Signatures tab, we have the same options as we do for photos. Under the Configuration tab, we have some advanced options where we can set things like the default print behavior and the default host used for events. We can also change some column attributes. We can change the lookup columns used in the visitors list, and also the column details shown under the visitor details section. We can enable the logins feature and set permissions based on the individual users. And we have the card designer to create the actual visitor badge. The card designer itself is the same as actually used in our CardExchange Producer product. Under the View tab, we can choose the default language as well as restore the default view. We can also change the layout by hiding any of the panes that we don't want to see. Under the Assist tab, we have links to our website for the online help manual, to our end user forum, to video tutorials such as this one. You can also activate and register the software directly from here, and we can compare editions on our website. Thank you for watching. You can find other videos on our website, cardexchangesolutions.com.
If you'd like a more in-depth look at CardExchange products, we'd be happy to organise a demonstration for you. Just give us a call on the number on the screen. Our website has lots of information on visitor management and the other CardExchange solutions. You can follow the link on the screen now. I'd like to thank you for watching this on-demand webinar. If you've got any questions, my contact details are on screen now, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. You can either call me or drop me an email. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.